Hey everyone, my name is Wedge and we're trucking along through our Best of the Rest series. In this video, we're going to tackle some of the remaining red cards we haven't talked about up to this point. I've always wanted to try this. Just flame on! Aww. Altic Bloodseeker is an insane way to start this video. This card is bonkers. 2 mana for a 2/1. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, it gets +2/+0 and gains first strike and haste until end of turn. What? How is this fair? This is the quintessential red creature. What's not to like? Low cost, insane ability, easy to trigger, does amazingly well in combat once the trigger is activated. We're talking about a 4/1 first striker at any point in the game as long as one creature dies. What if 2 creatures die? 6/1 first strike in a red deck? This card is stupid. Seriously though, it could see play in standard. The first strike gives it a disturbing amount of survivability, and the haste is nothing to scoff at either. Especially if you drop this late game and trigger it twice. 6/1 first strike haste? Yeah, that's fair. Blastfire Bolt is the latest in a long line of, for the love of Jeebus, please die from a fire laser. 6 mana instant to deal 5 damage to target creature and destroy all equipment. When you compare this to Turn to Slag, you're trading a cheaper but riskier cost for instant speed. It seems like a decent deal to me. This isn't going to be an all-star first pick card, but it certainly shouldn't get drafted last. Sometimes in Limited, removal is removal. Borderland Marauder is 2 mana for a 1/2, and whenever it attacks, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It's pretty simple, but a good creature nonetheless. As long as you don't intend to block with it, a 3/2 for 2 is just fine with me for a red deck. It's a good filler creature early game in Limited. Broodkeeper is 4 mana for a 2/3 human shaman. Whenever an aura becomes attached to her, put a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. It has the ability to pay 1 red to give itself +1/+0 until end of turn. I love the flavor behind the Keeper. It's actually one of my personal favorite cards from the set design-wise. The problem is that 4 mana is pretty high. It also doesn't synergize well with a lot of other cards in Limited. There are auras out there, but this seems to go against the overall plan for a red deck. You can get cheeky and play this in Casual or Commander and have fun with Gift of Immortality, but right now I'm skeptical about her use in Limited, unfortunately. Burning Anger. This card is dumb, but for reasons you might not expect. 5 mana for an enchant creature aura. Enchanted creature has the ability to tap and deal damage equal to its power to target creature or player. The reason why this is dumb is that Infect is a thing. In Commander, you can expect this to see play. Even in non-Infect decks, just stick this onto something gigantic and destroy someone in a couple of turns. If there isn't an answer for it, that's game over. This card is a headache in casual formats. Cone of Flame is 3 colorless and 2 red for a sorcery. It deals 1 damage to a creature or player, then 2 damage to a different creature or player, then 3 damage to a third creature or player. I've always liked cards like this, but they have significant drawbacks. Sorcery speed is painful, especially at 5 mana. Double red also doesn't help its case. However, the ability itself is powerful and fits perfectly into a Limited deck. It'll obviously see play there. Beyond that, it's just too expensive to justify constructed usability. Crowd's Favor is a 1 red mana instant with Convoke. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Not much I want to say about this, just that I really like it and it's worth playing as a combat trick in Limited. It's a cool card. Crucible of Fire is 4 mana for an enchantment. Dragon creatures you control get +3/+3. Okay. Are you guys ready? I don't think you are. Do you know why there's a mythic dragon printed in almost every set? Because if they don't print dragons, dragon collectors will burn down Wizards' headquarters. What do you think is going to happen when Dragon Tribal comes back? Yeah, I know. We'll all be trampled is the correct answer. The eternal playability and value is strong with this card. It's like dragons, man. Like, I knew Daenerys would get here eventually. The crap. Heat Ray, Hornet's Nest. Have fun, guys. See you never. To give you some, real comments, Heat Ray is great in Limited. It gives you the ability to flex your mana muscles and destroy the biggest thing on their board. Remember, removal. It's good. Play it. Keep up, guys. Jeez. Inferno Fist is one of the hidden gems in red. 1 colorless and 1 red for an enchant creature aura. Enchanted creature you control gets +2/+0. You can also pay 1 red and then sack the fist to deal 2 damage to target creature or player. I really like this card. It'll fit well into budding red-white heroic strategies. It also makes a good limited card. It creates an immediate threat and still has value once it's targeted for removal. It's a multifaceted card, and that's something you need to look for when picking a strong support color in limited. Oh, Lava Axe, you scamp, get out of here. Adorable. So, Lightning Strike really wanted to make sure you knew it was in standard, like real bad. It's printing an M15 means that the color is relevant in limited. I shouldn't have to tell you that Lightning Strike is a bomb in draft and sealed. Easily one of the premier removal spells in Theros block. It'll be even more useful in M15, where there seems to be less powerful removal overall. Miner's Bane is an interesting card. 6 mana for a 6/3 is but the ability makes me like it a lot more. Not the +1/+0 part, but definitely the trample part. If you can untap with this, you're threatening some serious damage. Even if you can't pump it for one reason or another, 6 power late game is just fine, even if you have to pay 6 mana for it. This isn't the best creature out there or anything like that, but he'll see play in limited as a strong finisher. Torch Fiend didn't destroy enough artifacts in limited the last time it was here, apparently, so welcome back, dude. The Fiend is a sideboard bomb. Everyone knows artifacts are more powerful now than they have been in a while. Torch Fiend can't wait to not give a crap about your scuttling Doom engine. It's also a 2/1 for 2, which isn't bad considering the ability is super relevant. It's definitely limited playable. Red is looking a lot better now than it has been. Some of you true diehard Red players should be pleased with what you'll have access to. We'll talk about it more in the video tomorrow, but Red provides excellent pressure and support at the same time. Is this a color you're considering for the pre-release? Let me know how you guys feel in the comments. Remember to subscribe for the latest and most reliable M15 spoiler information you could ever need. This is the Manosaurus, I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.
Wow.